Good morning, everybody. I'm forecaster Dustin Staples in for Jim Howard. I hope you're doing a good day so far, despite the freezing cold temperatures we've had so far in our communities. We're going to gradually start to see a warm up as we go through the next several days ahead of us. So if you think this is here to stay, it's not going to be much longer before we eventually see some nice warmer weather in our forecast. Again, first alert weather day today because of the hard freeze. We have a freeze warning that continues until about 9 a.m. And again, we also have a couple of frost advisories now have been issued for parts of Pamlico down towards parts of Onslow and Carteret counties today. Again, as temperatures have been near or just above freezing for a short amount of hours. And again, most of these warnings and watches will start to eventually expire as we go through the early morning onset as well. Just kind of a quick reminders again, our temperatures inland are in the 30s this morning. They'll start to warm back above the 30-degree mark as the time sunrise. Coastal communities are in the upper 30s, low 40s. And again, I'm hopefully reminding you you've brought your plants in, either have covered them up because something like this, you don't want to obviously let them continue to go. Of course, there are still some early sprouts being formed out there. And always remember to protect your pipes and plants. And kind of a few more reminders. Remember the 4 P's: pipes, people, plants, and pets. Always make sure everything's in check for you. Never leave nobody outside. Never leave nothing outside that is valuable to leading for possible burst this morning. So other than that, we've got one more cold night ahead. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Just before the 4:30 hour, we've got 29 Windsor, 28 Roanoke Rapids, same story in a Husky. 40s here. We're already approaching the 50s outside of Hatteras. Inland communities here are just at or just a few degrees below freezing right now too. And 24 hours ago, we're running about almost 10 to almost 15 degrees cooler than we were this time yesterday morning. 42 in Morehead City. It feels like 35 thanks to those north breezes that are coming into play. Towards ECU, good morning to you over there. 32. If it feels like 32 right now, we have calm winds at a standstill. And you kind of see calm winds mostly inland, a couple of gusts here along the coast. But other than that, generally speaking, we'll see anywhere between about 10 to 15 here, generally in the coastal communities. Inland areas, we'll say 5 to 10 miles an hour as we go through the rest of today. And going into tonight, we'll kind of see a few more breezes pick up through early morning on your Friday. And again, things will slowly start to diminish as we go through the rest of your afternoon. And again, radar right now this morning, pretty quiet and calm. A few snow showers as parts of Lake Erie, I think it is, towards New York. And the next weather maker is staying out to the west here, creating a little rain and snow activity as you make your way towards Portland and Oregon. Other than that, here's our temperatures this morning, waking up in the 50s as your kids are heading home this afternoon. We'll quickly drop down to the mid 40s and low to mid 50s for most of you. Again, one more cold start on your Friday. We'll get just back to near freezing again by 11 a.m. tomorrow on your Friday. We're already going back up in the 50s. So that's something to look forward to as we get closer to the first full weekend of November. Kind of remind you, so far we have picked up and broke our streak of dry days here in Greenville, 9 days. We had a little rain on Halloween that kind of allowed that streak to end. So far, New Bern, you're going on almost 12 days. We're going to probably add to that as we go into the next couple of more days ahead of us. Again, right now, the next recent date we've had was 15 days. We may get close to that setback in 2003. And you kind of can see here, not much rain is expected anytime soon, unfortunately. Again, we need the rain right now. A little bit of dry spell starting to go on. We'll let you know when the drought monitor comes out a little bit later today. 30% chance of an area just to Central America. No real threat to the United States. It'll most likely go right towards central San Salvador if it does develop. Reminder where we are with the tropical trends here. Again, November 1st, generally speaking, we start winding things down now. Again, we've already passed the peak season, so we've got roughly 28 days to go before we say farewell to the hurricane season. But anyway, your forecast here today, mid-50s, generally speaking. We'll be sunny and still chilly at times with the northeast breezes developing for us as well. Tonight, your lows will fall in the upper 30s. We'll have a few 40s out there, maybe a few upper 20s towards the northern part of our region, remaining clear and calm as you do make your way out and about. One quick reminder, we'll gain an extra hour of sleep Sunday morning. Election day 6 days away. Thanksgiving's coming in at 21. Here's your forecast for the next 8 days. Again, sunny skies today. That freeze warning goes into 9 a.m. Definitely seeing frost and a little bit of isolated freezing spots Friday morning. We'll start warming things back up, getting to where we should be for this time of the month. And again, remember to turn those clocks back late Saturday night going into your Sunday morning so you're not late for anything. We'll gain the extra hour of sleep, staying warm and pretty mild as we go in the second week of November.